The market consolidates above the pivot. Are we ready to drop lower? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so no video yesterday as I did get my hand worked on and got my carpal tunnel syndrome fixed and took care of that, but not too much going on as the market's chopped around for a couple days above the pivot and now has a setup to the downside. The question is, can the bears follow through? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, as I said in my last video and continue to say today, what we do in these videos is a small snippet in time. Each day, the market moves overnight and things change, and that's part of trading. But what you see on the screen is our trading results for the first half of the year, and they are quite profitable. We are on pace for about $50,000 in day trading this year, and that is based on strong, disciplined trading. You're going to win some, you're going to lose a few, but overall, you're going to make money with this approach, and that's what trading is about, and that's what this channel is about. So if you'd like to be part of this winning team, stay tuned for later in the video. But for now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and off of the highs here, we had that 1-2 setup where they came down into the pivot and rejected, which happens quite often the first time. So you have your 1 of 3, and then you got your A, B, C down for 2 of 3. And now they look to be starting 3 of 3, and as long as they stay below this high here at 54 or 55.50, that can stay in a direct manner. However, they can come up to as high as 55.58 to complete wave 2 of 3, and then start down from there. Above this wave 2 high, they can come as high as 55.65 to 73. You really don't want to see them get over this 55.65 level. Above that, and that really is going to start pointing us back toward all-time highs, where we have a deeper wave 4 here and then a wave 5 higher. But as of right now, the bears do have a pretty solid setup to the downside where we would be looking for them to come down and break these lows. And should they break through this level, we would be looking for a pretty strong selling event where we would see kind of a waterfall effect down to 54.80 or so, possibly even 72, given the depth of wave 1. And from there, we'd look for a bounce and then continuation to the downside from there if they're going to fill out this 5-wave pattern. Now, we do know where our main support is, and this is the key for all you guys in the comments who still can't figure this out. As long as we're above support, the market is bullish. Our main support down here, our first main support, I should say, is this wave 4 low, and that's going to come in right around that 54.62 area. And then our really big main support is further down here at the 53.27 area, this wave 2 low. Breaking through this would give us a strong confirmation that the top is in, and we'd be looking at a much bigger pullback. Until then, we still have to build the structure to the downside. That takes time. It takes time to break through support. So if the bears are going to follow through, we would want to see them fill out this pattern first, down towards about 54.30, where there's the next major support zone, a bounce, and then continuation to the downside where they ultimately take out that major support zone down lower to give us confirmation of the top. Until that happens, they still have paths higher. They still have a path to the all-time highs, and they can still push this market up. Right now, though, the bears do have a setup, so the primary count is looking for them to follow through to the downside and see what happens from there. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, on the NASDAQ, similar setup to the ES. It's just not quite as far along in wave 3, where you have a wave 1 down off of the high. You have a wave 2 up. You'd still look for a wave 1 down to test this low, and then a wave 2, and then a breakdown in 3, 4, and 5. And you would get a wave 3 of 3 down to about 19,255 before you get a bounce and then on down. But this is the overall pattern you'd be looking to fill out to the downside if you were bearish and looking for the breakdown. Otherwise, this can be an ABC, where this is A and B. You get a C leg down and then come back up to new highs. In that case, they would need to hold the 19,410 level. Below that, we're looking at again, the 18,750 area, which puts us right here at this major support at this 18,788 area. Breaking that is a very strong indication of a top being in and a much bigger pullback taking place. So bears have the ball. They are in a good setup on both charts. They have very nice setups. You have a higher or lower high here starting to build toward a breakdown where you'd make another lower high and on down. And then If they can follow through and break support, we'll look for bigger structures from there. But as of right now, we are above support. It is a bullish chart. And until they break support, the bulls are in control of the chart. That doesn't mean the bears don't have the ball. They have the setup right now, but the bulls are truly in control until support breaks down here at this 18,780 area. Guys, if you love the information I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you right over to the webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and both of these plans come with a 7-day free trial. This is because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We also have our educational material, our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course, as well as our advanced Elliott Wave course. These courses are helping real traders understand this complex market. In our advanced course, we go over all the complex patterns that we see in the market that make it very difficult to understand, such as advanced fib levels, diagonals, or double and triple threes, flats, triangles, and how to trade Elliott Wave. All of this breaks down those complex patterns so that you can understand the market in a way that makes sense. We go into how those patterns look, where the fib levels are, what they look like on the chart, actual versions of them on the chart, and we go through those in bite-sized chunks so that you can easily follow along and learn how to comprehend this. As you can see on the screen, our traders are really loving it and it's helping them make money. But if it's a little bit too advanced for you and you're looking for something a little more to get started, we also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be very difficult when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. And this is because Elliott knew that the news cycles were worthless long ago. He knew that key levels mattered and what happened when those key levels held and what happened when they broke. This gives you a huge advantage over the rest of the market. Now, this course is 25 videos where we go through 3 sections. The introduction, where we go over your expectation, the mindset and emotion, why it works, that kind of stuff. Your chart setup and tools, every tool you need to use for Elliott Wave Theory, why we use it, and how we use it. The Elliott Wave for Beginners area, where we go through each of the waves, the wave degrees, the theory of alternation, corrective zigzag, corrective depth theory, everything you need to know to understand the key levels and understand this insane market in a way that makes sense. Now, the cool thing about both of these classes is that they can be got at a discount. If you want to get them both, you can get them for $37 off with our bundle package. But if you want to get them for free and not pay anything at all, you can simply become a member of our monthly room, as they are included in both rooms. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the charts and what to expect, as well as all of the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing and day trade, so we do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for individual stocks, futures trading, income trading, and advanced training, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading, PT's income trading, which you saw in the last couple of videos is absolutely killing it, and his advanced reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market, getting you in at a cheap price and gets you huge multiples on your money. And it's how he structures that trade that's so unique. Something you really have to see to understand, and that's another reason for that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, our key takeaways for today. We have downside setups on both charts. The bears need to follow through and break down. We're looking for them to break the pivot at 55.10. If they can break through that, we should see a selling event. We should see pretty strong selling to the downside into the 54.81.72 area first. Then we'd look for a small bounce and then continuation down towards 54.60. If the bulls can take it back over 45.60 to 45.65, then we are 55.60 to 55.65, then we are very likely on our way to new all-time highs. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of setup, only not quite as far along in their wave 3, but the same idea. They need to break down through the pivot at 19,566. Assuming we see that, we likely sell down to the 19,255 area and look for a bounce from there. If the bulls can take it back over the 20,090 area, then we would likely look to new all-time highs and then down from there. Guys, that is your market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.